All right, we're here with wellnessheroes.tv, and we've just knighted Sir Dr. Shiv Chopra with the power of Prime Minister. This is just a pretend situation. He said he wouldn't want that power, but if he had it, the President of the United States, any other country, as well as the King of the UN, if there was such a thing, and basically we would like to know, starting in Canada, the 5 bad things in our health system, which you're saying is the worst in the world, which amazes me personally as an engineer here in Canada. I would like to know what you would do as the Prime Minister to address those 5 bad things in our health system. And if you can try to do this just in a few minutes.
It's very simple. The Prime Minister is elected by the people. The ministers are elected by the people. That makes the cabinet. The Prime Minister then has a clerk called the Secretary to the Cabinet. That's called the Privy Council. And so therefore this Privy Council runs Canada. Then with that are the judges, the judiciary. That's how a country is run, our country. Other countries, similar modifications. So Prime Minister is now elected on behalf of the public of Canada with the duty to protect the public interest. And everything is protected under the Financial Administration Act of Canada. All laws are made under that.
Right.
Under that law, everything that damage occurs is measured in money under the Financial Administration Act. Now, the Prime Minister doesn't have all, he has the authority because the head in that sense under the crown, but then there are people. The clerk of the Privy Council is in charge of all the bureaucracy, all the deputy ministers.
Right.
Under the deputy minister are appointed people like me who are bureaucrats who are called the public servants or public service employees. The minister is responsible to the Prime Minister, Minister of Health in this case. The deputy minister is also responsible to the Prime Minister through the clerk.
Right.
Right? So now you got the power structure. Then you can go down to any lowest level in the department. Say I am at the lowest level, I am the scientist. My duty is only to hold that piece of the law. That law says no one shall sell any product in Canada unless it's been shown to be safe and effective under the Food and Drugs Act. And if I say, no, it's not good enough, you have to produce more research, the company will have to produce more research. If they say they don't want to, they don't get approval. If they lie, they go to jail. If I lie, I go to jail. I just want, it's as simple as that. So the Prime Minister is responsible over me, I'm responsible to the Prime Minister, but all of us are responsible to the public of Canada.
Right.
The Prime Minister is not government. The Prime Minister is a public service employee just like I am. His level is different, his duties are different. Same thing with the minister, same thing with the deputy minister, and the judges rule. Nowadays everybody's gone corrupt. That's what the problem is.
Right.
I don't want Prime Minister's job, otherwise I'll be running from Parliament. I've done my job as a scientist, that was my job, I enjoyed that.
That's a great answer. Now if people want to learn more about you, where can we send them? What's your website?
Well, first of all, I have my book is available from Cause Publishing, and we've got the DVDs. My website is www.shivchopra.com, SHIVCHOPRA, one word.com. I'm also on the Facebook, so look me up, and anybody can approach me, talk to me. I come to places like this, give public talks, so that's the way it is.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for this interview. It's been amazing talking to you today, Dr. Chopra.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then I can talk about India.
Okay, great. So,
Okay, so we're rolling.
Or anywhere for that matter, in third world countries,
okay,
mental health problems are much less.
here we go. So we're live? Okay, so this is Robert Dunlop with Shiv Chopra, and I'm introducing the Mental Health Peer Support Organization. We're a not-for-profit Ontario corporation. I'm the founder, and we actually work out of St. Joe's Health Center right now. Our website is mipso.org, and this is our logo, it's basically people around the world helping each other. We do have inquiries from Washington, D.C., other parts of Canada, but right now we're focusing just on Toronto as a starting point. And basically, I wanted to start with the concept question to Dr. Chopra. What do you think of the concept of peer-to-peer support? Really, the name of what we do is all in the title, Mental Health Peer Support Organization. We pronounce it MHPSO.org, MHPSO.org, right there. What do you think of that concept? Do you think it could be helpful?
Of course it's helpful. Anytime a certain interest group with common interests, common problems, common solutions get together, that's basically what peer group is. So that you come together to discuss issues, to find solutions. This is a community group. If you have a community group with mental health problems, that's what you're doing. If I join a group of scientists, say, okay, let's join them, maybe we can help. If I come in and give a talk from my knowledge base, that's what you're doing, basically putting it all together.
Right.
You're learning and finding out what may be wrong, what solutions can be brought. The same thing can happen if poor people say, hey, we're starving, we're hungry. Can we produce food, help each other? Or there's a natural disaster. Can we rebuild homes? This is all peer support.
Absolutely.
It's the same way, only it becomes more focused in a certain situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
It's
what you
people
do.
focused. We actually get down to the focus of, let's say there's 8 people in the room. They all talk about their label, and let's talk about that for a minute. And at the end of the group, we have a spotlight situation sometimes where we go around and one member is spotlighted and the other 7 members will brainstorm, how can we help this person with their acute,
absolutely.
immediate needs? And it's very goal-oriented, and there's a 13-step process that we've created through collaboration of, it must have been 30 people almost that touched that document. Anyway, we're just rolling now. Our first meeting was February 7th. Here's a question though. In North America, they're saying the label is something like 20% or higher of people have mental health labels or addictions. And how does that compare to, let's say, you were born in India? We've just got a couple minutes here, but why is there such a huge discrepancy?
In North America, certainly in the United States, 5.5 million people have recognized neurological problems.
Okay.
That's a very large proportion. 76 million people get foodborne disease every year. So disease here is accentuated when you're living naturally in places like India, which haven't been infested with this chemicalization of the agriculture, chemicalization of the body, vaccine injections. Everything becomes a stress. Producing food is a stress. Going to school is a stress. Talking to people is a stress. I can't sleep is a stress. So therefore, this is all created. And it's been going on just because they invented tranquilizers out of pesticides.
Tranquilizers out of pesticides?
That's exactly how it happened. Because when they found DDT, this was a way of taking a pesticide. It's a neurotoxic agent.
That's crazy.
You put it on, and the nervous system of the insect is on the outside of the body.
Wow.
So it dissolves. But human, or the animals with vertebral column, our nervous system has been pulled up into the brain, into the skull, and the spinal cord. So our central nervous system is more protected. But the peripheral nervous system is outside, in the tips of our fingers and the body. So therefore, we may be able to tolerate more dose of DDT than an ant. But if you're getting constantly coming into us, so that, and all the anesthetics, all the tranquilizers, sleeping pills, all these are created from that idea of pesticides. Only they give them different names. Antihistamines, all of those things.
So the writer of we just have 1 minute. The DSM-5 is coming out in 2013. The writer of the DSM-4 said this is going to send psychiatry off the cliff. In less than 1 minute, what do you think of the DSM-5?
Well, I mean, psychiatry, like all other medical professions in the allopathic system nowadays, it has become corrupt. Veterinary area has become corrupt. Pharmacy has become corrupt. Everybody is into making money from selling drugs, diagnostics, X-ray machines, this machine. This has become a multi-trillion-dollar industry out of nothing 50 years ago.
Multi-trillion from nothing 50 years ago.
That's right.
Wow. Well, that's a powerful statement. We're going to end it with that.
Thank you.
Dr. Chopra, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
We're blessed with your presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.